So let's go to 9/11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it was real? My theory is, I believe the US government had an idea of it, like they had intelligence of something going to happen.
And they let it happen.
Not let it happen, but they weren't pushing enough on it. You know what I mean? Like they could have started. Like if they really,
They could have prevented it.
They could have prevented it. You know what I mean? Like they didn't.
Listen, dominate water like water where the beach is. Me and her far apart, eyes on Moesha. Hands up for the real, thumbs down for the fake. I had to go get it, no I couldn't wait.
How can I snooze and miss the moment? You is too important. Let's go. Welcome back to your favorite local podcast, Talking Trophies.
It is your favorite local podcast.
Yeah.
And thank you for tuning in on today's episode.
Thanks for tuning in. Before we jump into the podcast, sad news happened in Morocco and Libya. Morocco was struck with an earthquake and Libya was struck with a flood. So we'll put the description down below.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just if you can help him out, shout out to them. We fell in love with Morocco in the World Cup, you know, so let's keep showing him the love.
Yeah.
And
it's sad what's happening in Libya. It's
Libya as well,
over
man.
10,000 deaths, people missing. It's really
so we
sad.
got a link there. Look, we're trying to do what we can. If you can donate to them, and hopefully we'll do something. Boys, man, let's do a quick reflect of yesterday. Last week's episode. That was all right, man.
Hey,
People liked it.
It was good. Hey, it was a good episode. I think I'm enjoying the new wave we're going with.
Yeah. So just us being us.
Just us
talking.
being us. No Toasted TV demo.
Yeah, just vibes. We're just vibing, you know.
Yeah.
I'm being a bit more unfiltered, and we're still homeless, but we're at home.
That is
So
facts.
we're at the crib.
Hey, this is where it all began.
Yeah, this is literally
This
where
is the
Talking
very
Trophy
first
started.
episode we recorded.
Back to the roots.
Back to the roots, cuz. Sometimes you gotta,
cuz.
sometimes, you know, when the I was saying when the artist or the basketball player or the thing gets into a crazy scandal, cuz what do, bro? They go back to their roots to realize what made you fall in love with
Hey,
the
if
sport.
I'm correct, our first episode we did a whole list of like what we wanted to be like, the type of guests we wanted.
Now we're saying stuff the
Yeah, it
guests.
felt like a high school presentation. When I grow up, I want to do this with Dwayne Wade.
When I grow up, I want to take over the Melbourne podcast scene. We took over, you dogs. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Your boys are back.
Yes, sir.
And hey, cuz, you know what you got to do, people? Make a comment, add something, make a burner account. I don't care if it's...
Yeah. Sorry, if you're worried about your integrity, if
Yeah.
you're worried about how you're going to look, if you're worried about it looks like you're riding, don't worry about it. Don't worry
Make
about
a fake account, cuz.
Make a burner.
And cuz, we got a couple female viewers. Ladies, I did not know you were tuning in. I thought this is a guy podcast. But cuz, the girls are messing with us.
And thank you for not using your burners.
Yeah, no. The girls, but you know what I realized? The girls, I realized they don't share the podcast. You know why? Because they don't want people to think they're hollering at Damon Rayvo. The girls don't want... Hey, the girls, they don't want to share. They're thinking, listen, let me not share the podcast because we don't want people to think we're hollering at them and this, that.
Or Sean. Sean's a dangerous one.
Cuz Sean's like Pop Smoke behind the camera, cuz.
Sean,
They just want to see his face, but cuz we're keeping him off camera, and cuz you had an unbelievable performance last week.
Yeah.
So cuz people liking you behind the camera, cuz.
Yeah.
I'm getting
You
the
keep
good
it there, and
reviews.
cuz we need to do one day. Me and Sean need to do a conspiracy episode. We need to sit down with Sean because one time me and Sean, bro, he was teaching me about Project Blue Beam, aliens. We spoke about the Illuminati, cuz we spoke about the what's the numerology?
I don't know if you could talk about that, man. We might not be waking up next week.
Cuz stuff the schedule.
Yeah.
Sean, let's talk about it.
All right, here we go.
Cuz
What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
No. You know, before we get into even the conspiracy theory stuff, guys, because we're gonna get deep. I reckon this one could go. Stuff the schedule, guys. We're gonna go with this, guys. We want to make some keywords because YouTube can pick this up and be like, "Hey, flag." So when we talk about the injection, remember the injection we had to take 2 years ago?
Yes,
The one that cooked my heart.
yes.
Everyone had to take 2 to go back to work. We're gonna give it a word. So that word's gonna be called the
Juice.
No. The hey.
The high, okay. From now on, we talk that. So that if you know, you know.
The high.
No, the high.
The hey.
You know what we'll call it? The pericarditis. Hey, you know what we say? This is what we refer to.
Peri sauce.
The peri sauce.
The peri
So,
sauce.
hey,
Yeah.
for our viewers listening on the audio platform, we're calling the injection you took twice to go back to work the peri sauce.
Yeah.
So YouTube doesn't flag this.
Yeah.
And there's another thing for the world, the earth. there's people in this earth that think the earth is a soccer pitch. If you know, you know. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So we can't say it. Don't say it, Kaz. We can't say it. So we're gonna call it the soccer pitch.
The soccer pitch.
So if someone
Soccer pitch
thinks
people.
this, if someone thinks
Soccer
the
pitches.
earth, so someone if someone thinks the shape, you know, the earth is a soccer pitch. You know what we mean?
Done.
So that's a couple keywords.
Yeah.
And what about 9/11?
What do we call the other group?
Who? The who? The alphabet?
Yeah.
Shout out to the alphabet. No. I think no. But before we get into, are they in this? Are we gonna? I don't think it's not gonna come to it.
Yeah, maybe.
We might chuck a couple. We might chuck a couple.
Yeah, we might chuck a couple letters out
Shout,
there.
shout out to them. Yeah, we'll chuck a couple letters. But we might chuck that in. But so we got the key parts done.
Yeah,
We're sorted.
All right.
I want to talk about the project. Project Bluebeam.
It's not about that. What do you think about aliens now? They said they found an alien mummy in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So do you reckon we might get hit with an invasion, an alien thing? Who knows what's going on?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a bit sus about the alien stuff, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't-
If they really wanted to come, they would have came already.
But you know, I reckon
theory is already here,
They're
bro.
already here. They're already here and they're posted. Because there was a lady that thought on the plane there's reptiles and all of that.
I'm not gonna lie. I have seen some people around that are pretty questionable.
Yeah.
You just look at them, you're like,
No, those are
Ah,
no.
you're
No. Those are NPCs, guys. Oh wait, I forgot. Last week I kept saying Kaz. I'm gonna try to avoid saying Kaz.
hey,
If
say
he's
that.
want me to use my corporate voice, we can switch it up a bit. And we can talk like
we're
this.
not gonna have a cuz count.
Yeah, we're gonna do a Kaz. We're not gonna do a Kaz count.
Yeah,
But anyways, Kaz, we're gonna talk about the aliens. Me, I'm not. I don't think it's real, bro.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't think it's real, and I'm like, I think all the other, like when you see those spaceships and stuff, or you see the UFOs, brother, we got 8K, we got 21K footage, but somehow when the Navy wants to capture some speeding thing, it's all fuzzy, black and white, and it looks like Minecraft.
Yeah, straight up.
All right. What do you think about? Do you think that we're alone in this world? You think the aliens don't exist?
I don't know, man. I don't think aliens exist, man.
I don't really rock with it.
I don't think so, man. And I reckon if they rocked up here, they would have gave us the smoke already. They would have done what America did to Iraq and said, we got oil here.
Yeah.
Let's take them out. Because, bro, if they had the technology to get here,
Yeah.
if they got the technology to already
coming
get
with heat.
to
They're bringing heat
They come
with
in heat. What, you think they're going to come here, bro, waving flags and stuff?
So I'm a boomerang.
Yeah, bro. They're not guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going to come here. They're going to come here with the smoke. Like, they're going to be like, hey, we're taking over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think it is. But then, Sean, you were talking about Project what?
I ain't trying to even say the name, cuz.
Oh, do you reckon we're going to get flagged for that?
100%.
All right. So anyways, there's a big...
check.
I reckon YouTube will allow it. But there's a bit of a project going on. So me and
look-
Sean were having the discussion about there's a project going on in which the government is going to do a crazy scheduled attack from aliens and pretend it's aliens, but it's really government made, yeah?
Our theory is that...
Talking to the mic, brother.
Yeah, the theory is that there will be like a staged, I don't know, invasion or whatever. There will be introduction of aliens, and it will be a way for us to unite together to fight off the extraterrestrials.
Okay.
You
I
understand?
get it. And we're having...
So
So they think they're gonna flag like a fake war with aliens,
Because the
but
thing
it's
is-
gonna bring the whole nations
The
together.
whole world together, because you gotta
Hold the mic,
understand.
hold the mic, man.
Hey,
You
you
can
gotta
hold
really think about 9/11. What 9/11 was. Think about that. All right, like think about 9/11. Think about how the whole world came together to fight the new war, which is what, war on terrorism.
Yeah, but I feel like that every 50 years that happens. Like you have it with the Nazis, then it was 9/11.
Nah, but that was...
Okay,
No. The
okay.
Nazis was clear, Kaz. These guys were coming in with the smoke, Kaz. That's not no conspiracy.
The Nazis are letting you know, because when we catch you, we're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
But-
not telling you
No,
something.
okay, yeah, the conspiracy behind.
What
9/11.
about... Okay. So let's go to 9/11, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think it was real? My theory is, I believe the US government had an idea of it. Like they had intelligence of something going to
And
happen.
they let it happen.
Not let it happen, but they weren't pushing enough on it. You know what I mean? Like they could have started, like if they really
They
put,
could have prevented it.
They could have prevented it. You know what I mean? Like they didn't know that exact day. They knew something was going to happen.
Yeah.
But they didn't know that exact day that homeboys were going to come and fly those planes into the buildings.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon. And they had little hints. People were flagging them and stuff. but like it wasn't like, hey, let's stop every flight in America now.
Yeah.
And they're gonna attack this. We need to stop it on this exact day. That's what I reckon.
But I'm not gonna lie. I feel like worldwide at that time there was no security going on whatsoever in any sort of capacity.
Nah, bro.
There was no security.
But
cuz.
all right. So think about it like that now. Think about it like that.
Yeah.
You know Tony Yayo from G Unit?
Yeah. How are we
Alright.
talking about Tony Yayo?
I'm telling you. It
How
links
does-
this
how does
story.
Tony
Hey,
Yayo
Tony
tie-
Yayo.
So, guys, once you get into the rabbit hole, you get deep.
Then
Alright,
Tupac will come out,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
okay,
All right, so
okay.
Tony Yayo,
Yeah.
he was on the run back.
Yeah.
I can't remember, just before 9/11. I don't know. It was in New York. He did something, and then G Unit popped off.
Yeah.
You know, and they had tours, they had dates, they had all these things going on, and then same time he had a warrant for his arrest. All right.
Yeah.
So but the tour's about to start, and he's got a warrant for his arrest.
Yeah.
So 50 Cent asked him, he's like, hey man, listen, you got a choice. You can come with us on the tour and let this thing be here. We go around the world on tour and then come back for this headache, or just go do your bid right now. He said, man, I'm coming with tour with you guys.
Yeah.
So he got his brother's ID, and him and his brother look alike. He ran with his brother's ID the whole way through, borders, everything.
No way.
He did all of that, cuz went around different one, Brazil, went here, went there, the whole G Unit tour.
Yeah.
When he came back, the police waited for him at the airport and they arrested him.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how it was so fun, he'll do it again. But he's like, that could never happen since after 9/11.
Yeah, it's
so
facts.
that's why I'm bringing him up. The world was that relaxed with
Yeah.
airport security and stuff.
Yeah.
Think about it like this
Well,
now.
what do you mean? Even during the Civil War, like they used to get spies that would just come and fly in.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just,
yeah.
You know, like it was just like that.
So no one, so
The Cold War, yeah?
the Cold War,
Yeah,
sorry, the Cold War.
yeah.
So traffic,
Oh, it's like the
sorry,
Civil War,
the airports and stuff, everyone was pretty chill. It was very relaxed security.
yeah.
After 9/11, think about how much security checks
Worldwide.
and
You
this
know-
and that.
Worldwide.
But really think deep this, cuz if I want to control you, would it be easier for me to come to Edison, come do this for me, or make something scary and then you voluntarily let me do whatever I want to do with you?
So initially, what Sean's getting to, I think you're getting to is that by that 9/11 happening,
The whole world became
the
a
whole
thing.
world, the government pretty much has access to, is like, hey, listen, we're protecting you from this happening again. So we got surveillance of you now.
Yeah.
Like
so
all privacy laws, surveillance laws,
they all got changed.
all got changed since then, and,
Yeah.
and have been kept on changing as terrorism grew. And it was even more crazy. Think if you really look into all terrorists back in the cuz, like look at COVID and then look at terrorism. Yeah, what's similar about both of them is that no one's talking shit about Muslim people, terrorists, blowing scared of this, that, da da da. No one's
Oh,
scared.
by the way, don't say that word too. The disease. Call it the disease.
Sorry, the
The lockdown disease.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no one was scared of sorry, everyone was scared of Muslims and terrorism and all this kind of stuff, and then that fear was gone. It's not even in the news anymore about terrorist attack, this guy, this that.
Guys, I reckon.
And then look when the came, everyone's scared.
Just call it the disease, cuz, bro.
And
'Cause
then
someone's
it's
got
gone.
headphones in.
And then it's gone. Yeah, sorry to the person wearing headphones. And then it's gone. And then it's gone again. So
Nah, cuz, you know what I reckon,
don't
bro?
know.
I just reckon these terrorists ran out of money, bro. They weren't getting funded anymore, cuz. That's the thing, cuz.
No, but like for example, because it wasn't just 9/11. They had attacks that happened just beforehand, even in America.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
there
New
was
York
one
car
in
park bombings. Like
And that was in the towers, wasn't it?
that was in the same towers.
Yeah.
And it was like 10 years beforehand.
cuz one event's not enough, cuz.
Nah, but that's what I mean. Like I reckon 9/11 was real. I reckon it was actually happened. But I just reckon I reckon a lot of the places just lacked. They just didn't.
They just lacked, man. I
Look,
reckon they
I'm
slept on
not
their
saying.
enemies.
I'm not saying that. What do you call that? I think this guy's question. What he said that the people that like they created a situation for it to happen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
once it happened, they weren't surprised by it. They maybe even knew that was gonna happen and allowed it to happen too.
Because there was plenty of opportunities where they could have done the borders.
could
Like
have
for example,
intercepted
like there was. I just literally watched it. I think it's called Special Ops or something like that on
Yeah.
Netflix. Have you seen that new show?
Nah.
So all right. So basically, they were talking about in the 60s. So this is what 20 years after the Nazi war, right? Do you hear about like the Palestinians that came into the Olympics?
Yeah,
And they killed the Israelis. Like
Yeah.
they had plenty of opportunities to flag like flights, people coming in. Like, bro, how did the Palestinians, a whole bunch of them, get into Germany for the Olympics, take over the Olympic Village, kill a bunch of people, and go, hey, we need to take all these people back to Egypt. Get us a plane. We want to go back to Egypt. And next, I don't know. I feel like there was plenty of opportunities where they.
Mate,
could've-
how about
Countries lack, cuz. Countries
Yeah,
lack.
I feel
You
like
have to
countries
realise
just
this.
lack. Yeah, and
Like I reckon 9/11 was a lack. That's all it
Yeah.
was. The government, they didn't plan it out. they didn't think it was actually going to happen on that day. They probably thought something was going to happen. Hey, yo.
I don't think they knew it was going to be that
yeah.
caliber.
Huh?
I don't think they knew it was going to be the caliber of literally hijacking, 4 different planes and flying them into
Yeah.
joints. It's actually wild when you think about it. They orchestrated it mentally.
How these Saudi Arabians get on a plane and the blokes didn't even know they had oil yet, brother.
and not just that, they learned how to fly in America.
No,
They
they
went
used
to
do
the flight
simulations.
school in America. So I reckon
Yeah.
that's why they lacked even more, because they were getting trained like normal people.
Yeah.
And they would have just thought, mate, these guys just want to become the next pilots around
Yeah.
here. Look at these guys go.
And I think America, you know how I reckon America lacked is how they reacted to it.
Yeah.
And this is
They were
where
too
like,
prideful.
no, not the prideful. The pilots were Saudis.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabians flew the plane. They did all of that.
Yeah.
They invaded Iraq.
Yeah.
They invaded Afghanistan. They didn't do anything to Saudi. You know why? That's where the oil is coming from. Amco, what is it called? Where the Saudis. That's where the oil comes from. So it comes from. There's like, oh yeah, well we got way too much interest here.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go invade these guys. There are things. Let's just add a bit more. They just told the king at the time, hey, watch your people, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I felt like the sources they had were flops. The sources they had, they were going,
Apparently, a couple of people flagged it.
they were going, hey, we have intelligence that it's in Afghanistan. Homeboy was in a whole different. He was in Pakistan, brother. Homeboy was in a whole completely different country.
Yeah.
For 8 years, they spent in two of the wrong countries.
No, because you know why? That's the thing. The Taliban didn't want to. What's called? They're like, hey, we're not handing this guy over. You know?
Yeah.
Like the Taliban, they flopped it too because they were playing hard to get. They thought, hey, we can be these guys. You know, we can nudge these guys off. Next minute, Humber's like, yep, we're sending him in. George Bush gets the call. Send them in.
Drones.
So what are you saying? So what are you saying, Sean? You're saying
I'm still, I'm saying, bro, America is too much of a sophisticated nation, too much of a very like a military superpower to allow the central business district of the whole country, New York City, probably even one of the biggest places in the world, to have no security, no air security, cuz to allow 2 planes to come and not one plane, another plane to come and smash the building, and then the strongest nation in the world, where the most busiest business place in all of America, which is in New York, which is what's the Twin Towers called? It's called the
World Trade Center.
Come on, cuz. It's literally the World Trade Center. So much money is in there. So much things are in there, cuz.
We got a World Trade Center here.
No. I'm saying to you, for America, the
Yeah.
superpower of the whole world,
Yeah.
cuz. So imagine how much money, cuz, is.
But
is,
you know what? I
is
reckon.
there.
I
Imagine
reckon
they're not gonna
Yeah.
protect that. The airspace, cuz. Come
they
on, bro.
utilize.
Bro,
But
no,
you know what? I
Sean,
reckon.
flights, you know LaGuardia and JFK.
Get hijacked, I know.
Those two airports, bro. You know when you go to America, there's that many planes that are landing in New York. That planes actually do laps around the city.
Yeah.
You know that. If you go fly,
they go in, they go out.
so when I went when I was going to New York, our plane from Toronto to
Had
New
to
York.
wait.
No, we're literally in there. I'm just watching us do laps over the building because it has to
They need to make space for the next
They
plane
have to make
come
place.
late, yeah.
Space. Nah. They have to make space for the next planes to land because someone taking off.
Yeah.
So they probably just they're doing a lap. But then they called them and they're like, hey, we're not getting a response, and then they just tripped out.
But I'm not gonna lie.
Listen.
But you know, you know what?
We are not
I
coming
reckon-
out.
I reckon they used it, but I reckon America utilized the opportunity to send a big message.
Yeah,
Because you know what? America is savages, cuz. Like, you look what they did to Japan, cuz.
Yeah.
They nuked 2 cities, cuz.
The war was over, anyways. Too, you know that.
They nuked 2 cities just to send a message.
There you go, yeah.
They did
Big
it.
dogs.
They said not one. They said they did. The first
big
one
dogs.
was
Yeah.
to show them the power. The second one was to show them that we can keep doing it.
No, but you know the reason why they actually did it. The reason why they did it was because they wanted to send a message to Russia.
Yeah.
The nukes, hey, we got nukes. Like that was the reason why they nuked them that hard. The war was over. Germany already gave up by then.
Yeah.
But they're like, let's show these Russians how we do it out here.
Yeah.
So coming back to 9/11, I don't know, man. I'm thinking, bro. You reckon they knew of it? It was gonna happen.
I feel like it's 2 ways. The other it's one is definitely that they you could say you can argue say they're a part of it and they planted it, or one thing for sure is they knew of it. That's one thing for sure.
Okay. So how do you reckon that?
Sure. You know why? Because, bro, how you gonna have the FBI, the CIA, one of the most strongest, most powerful intelligence services in the world, and these guys can't catch 2 guys hitting the Pentagon, hitting the World Trade Center, hitting different places, bro.
Bro, because they underestimated them, bro. No, they underestimated them, bro.
Yeah.
Because I would have underestimated them, bro. Have you seen the military videos Al Qaeda do?
Yeah.
Brother, the guys that look like they're running on a playground and they're doing a couple push-ups, I can do that.
What I mean,
bro.
they used to train their military with PS2s, cuz.
Yeah, bro.
They're playing Call of Duty PS2, bro.
Okay, this is how you shoot. Have you seen them, bro? Even these terrorists, bro, how they do their attacks, bro. When you watch the videos, they're thinking, "Oh, we will G up these." Why am I chucking a Russian accent on? How do you do an Arab accent?
Yeah, I mean.
Nah, that's Sudanese. Let me do an Arab accent. Come on.
I will blow up the world.
Yes, I will. Yes, that is. We will send a message to America and let them know that we are coming for them. You know what I mean? That's how they're sending it.
Yeah.
So these guys are watching these guys in the desert wearing slip-slops and, you know what I mean, a couple balaclavas thinking, all right, what? These guys got grade 1 weapons, America. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so they probably underestimated them. That's what I think.
And you know what? No one at that point in time has ever done terrorism on that scale.
Yeah.
No one knew.
Like
no one knew anyone had the mentality. They go, you're like, that's. You think about it, you're sick in the head, cuz. You're flying buildings you're flying planes into buildings, cuz. Not just one building, the second biggest building. You're going, you know what? Like if you actually
And the Pentagon.
bro, if you're watching the videos, you go, nah. Like everyone was, the whole world stopped. They're like, no way, this is happening right now.
Like, it was
It's
surreal.
like some
It wasn't just
make-believe-
America that was in shock. I remember like my mum even telling me it came on the news in Australia, all over the news in Australia.
Yeah, it was, of course,
The
man.
whole world froze and was like,
Whoa.
they're getting a terrorist attack right now.
And
It was like,
everyone everyone knows exactly where they were when they got that news.
Yeah.
Like that. Think about how crazy
It's a
that
world.
is.
It's a pinnacle movement in the world.
So I'm trying to break this down because we're doing a conspiracy investigation here.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Why do you think after that it happened? So you're saying because of the privacy stuff?
I'm saying, bro. I'm saying it's to change laws. It's always been like that. Everyone in history has done that to change laws, cuz.
So you reckon?
All right, hey, look at Hitler. Look, hey, you don't see what Hitler did when I don't know if you know the Nuremberg trials. So in order to get the Germans to hate what do you call
The
the
Jews.
Jews more, he made a false flag attack in Germany, saying something happened and it's linked to some Jewish
Yeah.
to get the masses to rally against these people to hate on them.
Yeah.
So I think it's the same play. History repeats itself, cuz.
So let's go. So since we got that out of the way, so this is the conspiracy. We're going through. We got to plan this out, structure this out. So that happened. 9/11 happened for privacy, so they can get privacy surveillance of everything. So they got a reason to it. Let's go back to the aliens. What's happening there?
I reckon aliens, cuz, is a question mark. Cause me, I low-key believe in aliens. I ain't gonna lie. I believe cuz there's life out there. If the universe is bigger than it is, I don't think humans are alone. So I don't know. I don't know if this is real or fake. I don't know what the plan is. I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest.
So before you people of the Abrahamic religion start saying no, it wasn't said in the Torah, the Bible, or the Quran. Boys, we're talking theoretical here, mate, and we're saying our opinions. So you guys stay there. But so
you know, in the deen, it doesn't cancel out the existence of aliens.
All right, listen, we're not sheikhs here, brother, so you slow it down over there, brother. We just spoke about planes getting flown by Muslims into buildings, and now you want to start talking about the religion. Let's take a pause on that, brother, before we get into more trouble. Watch the audio. All right, so what's going on with the Project Bluebeam?
That one, that one you have to blur out the name, cuz. That one, not everyone knows about that one, cuz.
Bro, I searched it on Google because it was the first thing that came up.
I know, but
and the guy looked like the cult leaders. They had like a painting of it. Yeah.
The idea behind
Project Bluebeam.
We got the aliens coming down in Texas. We got to
round up all the rifles and get ready for them when they come, man.
Man, this is why I protect my amendment rights.
First it was the Arabs, and now it's the aliens.
Cowboys versus aliens. So go, tell us.
I think what it is gonna be same thing like 9/11, bro. It's gonna be some false flag attack.
The UFO is just gonna fly into a building.
Something. hey, you use a tripping out now. They seen it. Hey, in Vegas.
You see,
Hey, so what did they say before they blow themselves up? Go. So what's going on?
In Vegas, some guy said they seen people in their backyard that they've never seen before, 8 foot tall, and it was a full police call. Police came down, and even the cops came down. They didn't see no one, but they seen something fly off. All right,
Maybe
and
they're
then
South
in
Sudanese.
Mexico, hey,
Yes. 8 foot tall South Sudanese basketball
in
players.
his backyard.
Yeah. 8 foot tall.
and then in Mexico, they
Yeah.
said they found a corpse. All right, they found a corpse and they can't identify that. What they said it's not a human corpse.
Yeah.
And then another guy in Congress is saying some shit like, "Oh,
Yeah, we saw that. The guy saying we had footage, blah,
we
blah,
have
blah.
something." So I don't know. I feel like, bro, cause all these alien movies and alien TV shows now, it was never really hit the news talking about aliens. Even no one took the aliens,
Yeah.
but now it's hitting the actual news sources, cause.
Okay.
So if the mainstream media is talking about it, and we all know mainstream media, cause it's not reliable. We know
Yeah.
there's no agenda behind it. So if they're talking about it, there's got to be something behind it, cause.
So what's going to happen?
I can't say what's gonna happen, but I got a rough idea, and I'm gonna think what I think.
Yeah, you can say what you think, bro. This is a safe space.
I think.
Like Richard, President Nixon, remember? What did he say? To unite people?
No, this is on Joe Rogan's podcast. If you go on Joe Rogan's podcast,
Yeah.
he's got
All right, that's where the
sources
that's where we
there.
get
That's
flagged.
where we get our facts.
That's where we get flagged.
Yeah, flagged.
Say. So what happened?
So there's a guy called Eddie Bravo, and he's talking about it. He's like how not Nixon, it was Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan. That's right, my bad. Not
It was
Nixon.
Reagan. He was saying that wouldn't it be crazy if the whole world came together? He said, I reckon the only way the whole world would come together is if we had an extraterrestrial threat. How amazing would that be if something came down to hurt us and we all came back together to fight it?
Yeah.
In our obsession with antagonisms of the moment, we often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat of war?
Like, why would a president say that, cuz?
Because he probably did a speech, bro. Have you seen Donald Trump when he does his speeches?
Because how can you use, out of nowhere, you're in the UN, cuz, how can a guy take a serious speech and talk about aliens in a serious
I'm
Because
not
he's
gonna
trying to
lie, bro.
unite the world.
I feel like if the aliens were to come, bro, I still think North Korea is running on their own still, bro.
Yeah.
They're still on that stuff, you guys.
Yeah, mate.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
take
take
it
it
on
on
by ourselves with our 5 nukes.
Yeah. He used the
Hey,
five nukes, it's
and
over.
this Rodman.
And then it's Rodman Kaz doing a slam dunk. He's gonna post like as an alien.
So President Reagan, he's saying common enemy. I'm thinking in the UN, he's saying that just because he
Because
said
you're
it
in the
UN,
UN,
because it's something
you're in the
to like-
but you
UN,
know what it
but
is? I
how
think-
can you be seriously
but-
talking about things
No,
at a
but you know
UN
what it
meeting,
is?
cuz?
But also, he's probably just showing the extreme of like, hey, we're probably never gonna be on the same page.
Yeah,
As
true.
everyone on
That's
this
what I
planet.
reckon. It's just
He's going.
extreme.
It's him going. Hey, listen. At the end of the day, we can want this, but unless aliens start flying in, we're not gonna come
Yeah.
together. We're gonna come.
That's
at
what
the
I'm
time,
thinking.
We're gonna come together.
So I reckon it's not like he's always saying that just to say we're bringing aliens down. You know what I mean?
That guy's
Hey,
been
you know
in
what?
president since like what, the 80s?
But hey,
But hey,
hey, you know what? Let's put a pause on this. We'll see what people think about it. If they enjoyed it, you know what? Let us know. Put it in the comment. Make a fake account, Alien101. Put a comment and say if you want us to talk about just conspiracy theories in general. Actually, you want to speak something? I know you want to speak. You're holding something.
I want to.
Spit it.
Nah, next time.
All right, next time. If you want to hear, let's go deep into this conspiracy
We'll make it an episode specific.
theories, and we just talk about just stuff. It's a laugh, man. It's the boys having a laugh, man. You know what I mean?
And maybe before we could put up on our story conspiracy theories that people want to hear us talk about.
Done.
We can do our research.
Hey, let's
Next topic.
You know, let's talk about.
Hey, tell us about your
my homeboy.
Yeah, tell us about your homeboy, cuz.
Yeah,
That's actually a crazy story.
so-
You're telling us about your boy, the Vietnam story.
So the Vietnam story. So pretty much, I
Mate, stop posing.
So I was in what's called. I was in Ho Chi Minh, Saigon, and I was traveling there. And there's like a street where there's halal food there. Yeah. So I went there to eat. There's this banh mi I was addicted to. So I used to go there twice a day. I'll go there every day. It got to the point I walk in the shop. The lady, they already know my order, and even the guy that I met, Ahmed, literally the guy didn't ask me for my order. I'll sit down and then he goes, I'll look at him. I'm like, hey, what are you gonna order? And he's like, they already know what I'm gonna get. That's how it is. So anyways, this is what happened. How I met him. I was walking down the street, and then this guy just approaches me. He goes, hey, bro, are you Somali? I'm like to him, nah, cuz I'm Eritrean. And then he goes, "Oh, sweet. What's your socials?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. This is my WhatsApp." I gave him my WhatsApp. And then I'm like, "Oh, I'll kick it with you on Friday after Jummah, you know?" Anyways, he's like, "Sweet, done, lock it in." Anyways, we link up, spend Jummah, go pray Jummah, and then we go kick back the whole day. I had a scooter, so we're riding around, went to the zoo. We went around Ho Chi Minh. We went to some like cafes, areas. We spent like 10, 11 hours together. Like, guys, after it, I knew him. And the thing about me is when you have a conversation with me, I remember the conversation. Yeah. One thing about me, I always remember conversations. So I'm telling him like everything, and I'm like telling him what we spoke about, what we did. He's like, "Bro, did I tell you everything?" Like I was with him for like that long. And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come to Melbourne." So his story is he's traveling around like. He went from like Umrah and then he went to Saudi. And then after Saudi, he goes, "I'm going to go travel all of Southeast Asia." He just packed up his bags. He's got 2 bags. And I'm going to go travel around Southeast Asia and Asia. And
so he's not from Melbourne.
He's from Canada, bro.
Oh, bro.
And that's his story. He's just traveling around. So this guy goes and he travels and we end up and he randomly. So that coincidence, we met in that street. Bro, he's like, "Oh, I'm going to come to Melbourne." I'm like, "Yo, text me when you're in Melbourne. Done, lock it in." Anyways, I'm just chilling at work, and I'm like, "Hey, bro." I was like, "He's in Melbourne." I'm like, "Hey, bro, let's link up after work, you know?" We link up, and then this guy, while I'm at work, after we linking up, I go into the damn scrolling on my Instagram, and I go, "Oh, Fairdinkum post. This guy's on it." No. What the hell is this guy doing on thing? Bro, I find that this guy's like some full vlogger, travel vlogger, Islamic vlogger.
Because you only had him on WhatsApp.
I only had him on WhatsApp, and he only had me on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I'm tripping out, bro.
He's Mr. Humble, bro.
Mm-hmm. You know? And the thing is, I didn't even, he's like, when he came, he's like, "You didn't tell me you had a podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro." I'm like,
yeah.
We're just vibing, talking, you know? And then, yeah, man, I ended up kicking it with him. He went on the Fairdinkum podcast and they tripped out. Apparently, they tripped out when he told them, like, "Do you know this guy?" And he showed him my profile on WhatsApp. I met this guy on the street.
Yeah.
And then, I took him out, man. We went for dinner on Monday, kicked it, and then took him out to a comedy show. We went to a comedy show yesterday, vibed out, kicked it, but it's just crazy how the world works, man, when you just solo travel. The fact that I randomly, if I walk straight, if I didn't go to that spot, he would never have met.
That's crazy.
And it's just crazy.
But yours wild, the actual coincidence of that. Because you're both from completely different sides of the world. You're in one place, in a different country completely.
Yeah.
You meet at that specific time and you make a decision, "Hey, we're going to kick it."
Yeah.
And you guys still
could have
didn't know
easily said, "Hey,
about your backgrounds and what you guys do and stuff.
Bro, we weren't talking about that stuff.
But he could have easily just said, "Hey, bro, have a good day," and nothing. It's not linked up, nothing.
We were talking about just like, bro, just like life, guys, like actual life, you know, work, uni, just passions, you know. Like for that whole 10 hours, we're just laughing at things.
What kind of content does he make?
He makes like vlogging, like Islamic. He's an Islamic vlogger. So he's on the Muslim side.
Day in the life of Salam
But
Alaikum.
Day in the
life of Salam Alaikum.
Salam Alaikum. But his content is like just like how his travel journeys, trying to get close to God and stuff like that. So and it's really raw footage. Like all the footage he does is like raw. It's not like that. Let me pose, you know, these thirst trap videos. Like this, it's it's proper raw. It's like, "Oh, yo, I'm eating this," or "Oh, this just happened." So it was a cool travel story, man. Just wanted to add it in, bro. And it made a good friend, bro. That's crazy. We're gonna talk about Sean. What are you saying, man?
Yes.
Let's jump into the talking trophies. The weight loss. The weight loss.
Yes. The prompt is, how do you guys feel about losing weight? Is it actually the biggest mission?
Bro, it's actually a mission, cuz. I feel like I go in a constant cycle of dropping, putting on, dropping, putting on, cuz it's that. For me, it's just I struggle with the commitment of it.
Do you think it's the commitment? Yeah.
The long run, the actual commitment. Because what is it? It's like something that it takes 63 days to actually do a habit that you continue for such a long time. So like, you know, like brushing your teeth, yeah? Like when you go to brush your teeth, you never actually rethink the moment of you walking in the room to brush your teeth. It's just so natural. You go brush your teeth.
You have to do it,
But you don't remember. You look back to last night when you brushed your teeth. You don't remember how you walked in, the way you did it. You just did it. Because it's just a habit. But that's what happens when you do 63 days of habits. Like 63 days of doing things, you make a habit. For me, I've always just struggled to get to the 63 days.
It's the consistency, bro. It's pretty hard, man. Bro, because... So, look, this is what triggers my... This is how it always triggers my weight loss. So, I'll get fit. And I mean, I hate going gym. I pretend I pretend I'll go gym, I'll chill with the boys, whatever. Yeah, boys, let's lift heavy, whatever. But like low key, I'm just like, bro, why am I here? I hate this place, and I'm sick of listening to whatever I'm listening to on my headphones. Anyways, this is what always triggers me. Someone has to call me fat.
Yeah.
And that's when I start. So, Sean, I want to know, because from the ages of 12 to what? Until you lost your weight at age 17.
17, bro.
Sean, I used to call Sean obese, fat, any word I could think of every day. I wrote Sean.
Yeah.
I want to know what made you switch.
I said it.
What was the day that
I said enough's enough.
So
I've had enough.
Because
I had
Sean,
enough,
Sean,
man.
you got, because if anyone doesn't know, if we do have a picture of Sean, we'll insert it in when Sean was fat. But now Sean, you're fit, and how do you maintain it? And what made you?
I think losing the weight for me, I lost around. I was 100 and something, bro. I went down to 80 something. I think losing the weight for me, it was my first ever biggest achievement that I've ever done in my life. It's something that I stuck to and said, keep going, keep doing it. I'm like, bro, there's days where you're doing it and you're like, bro, am I actually losing weight, bro? Is anything actually doing? Is anything working? And that's when the actual challenge begins. Yeah. Because you get motivated. You're like, yeah, you watch a couple of Mike Tyson videos. You watch a couple of videos like, yeah, I'm going to get G. I'm going to start doing this, that. And then once you wake up one day and you're like, oh, bro, I do not want to do this. That's the actual fight. That's when the fight starts. That's when the actual... So I've had a million slip-ups, but the one moments where I don't slip up, I actually stick with it. That's when I get results more. So I think...
this is what triggered me to lose the weight. I got back from overseas recently from my trip. I was playing a soccer match. Anyways, I got slide tackled hard. So like this is what I did. I was on the corner. I did some crazy like Neymar thing where the guy came to me in the corner. I nutmegged the guy, turned around. This guy comes to slide tackles me, gets my foot stuck, and he tries he tried snapping my shin. I get up and I just turn around. I'm gonna smack this guy. He's on the ground, and this guy just goes. You know, that's it. Like, cause I was so you know when you're just in competitive sport, and I'm just enraged. I turned red. I was about to just smack this guy. He goes, I look, I'm like, and then the ref.
What type of game were you playing, bro?
Bro, it was an intense game. No, it was a rough game. It was a rough game. The ref comes, gives the guy a yellow. Anyways, the captain's trying to act like a heavy. He goes, hey. He goes, hey. He goes, and then he goes, oh, come here, you fatty. He goes, yeah, you fat dog. Go to what's their names? No, Weight Watchers. You guys go to Weight Watchers. Jenny Craig. Jenny Craig. I looked, I go, and I got dirty, cuz. I'm like, shut up, you cuck. You look like a Wish.com Ronaldo. I'll start roasting you. You're a rat. You're a skunk. The whole game, I'm just giving it to you. And then, bro, that's when it hit me. I'm like, fine, I need to lose weight.
Hey, you know what? Hey, no one's ever came to you in a diss about weight.
No, my boys do. Yeah, people like, hey, you're gaining weight. But that way, when I got called fat, I'm like, yo. I started roasting this guy. I'm like, bro, I'm like, you Wish.com Ronaldo, you little hoe. The whole game, I'll just nudge it. Bro, I loved it, man. I loved it. It G'd me up, bro. Every time I'm in the gym, I'm like, this guy called me Jenny Craig. But I just lift it up. I'm lifting hard. But that moment, I was like, yeah, I need to lose some weight.
You know what it is for me, cuz? Every now and then when a video pops up for talking trophies, cuz, and I watch it, and you go, fuck.
I let myself go.
Weight hard. Yeah. So I remember that
Bro,
first
you're self-conscious, bro. You're way too self-conscious,
No, but do you remember the first time? It was when we hopped on when Weibo and Thingo were doing
bro, the
free
guy,
parking.
the guy didn't share Weibo's free parking video because he's like, bro, I look overweight.
Cuz,
mate, he doesn't look a difference, mate. You still look.
I'm laughing, but I can't talk shit like that to you.
Bro, I looked at it and I was so dirty. I was so mad. I said, fuck.
Oh, you're lying down.
Yeah, he was lying down on the couch.
And my chin's going like this. And I'm like, far out, bro. I said,
Homeboy got dirty at Weibo for him being fat.
Yeah, cuz.
Why'd you get dirty? You share the video,
I got dirty, cuz. And I was like, nah, that's it. And so that's what happens. I look back at a photo or a video and I get dirty. And I'm like, nah, that's it. I have to commit to it.
Hey.
But you know what happens? I lose weight. And I get in my mind, oh, I've been doing good lately. I can eat this. And just, before you know, it's like 3 weeks, guys, and you're just smashing down takeaway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know what it is? I think we all get that motivation to go hard in the start, but once that motivation goes away, the discipline got to kick in.
It's the discipline, yeah. That's the discipline.
You have to keep it. You just have to stick to it. Like I realized, it's when you break your cycle. That's when you
it's a schedule, guys. You got to have a schedule, man. I think that's the best way, like diary or calendar or something, to put it in. Because, bro, there's days you're just at the gym, you're just like Siebes. Or there's days you want to get up in the morning, you're just like Siebes. I don't know. It's just...
All right, you know, for guys, it's a big case about insecurity. But for girls, a whole nother ballgame. What do you guys think, like, because right now you know how there's a big push for that nice look for inclusion and this and that.
Yeah.
You think we should be more hard on people to lose weight, or just let them be? Or
Bro,
be nice
I
about
think
it?
there's this whole inclusion thing. Hey, look,
It's
you know
a health
yourself.
concern at the end of the day.
It's you know yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of look, even if when you get fat, whatever, everyone knows themselves. The thing is, especially even with girls, like, oh, you're so beautiful, blah blah blah. Deep down, you know, cause
It's
as a
like-
guy, even me, bro. Deep down, I know I'm not where I want to be, bro.
Yeah.
Even if homeboy didn't tell me, I probably would have started like working out, but I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
have gone as hard as I'm going. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to drop now.
Yeah.
I ain't letting no one call me fat, bro. You want to call me fat? Bro, me, but that hip and shoulder I gave that guy, bro, I felt like I was in footy again. I was like, yeah. Guys, the hip and shoulder, bang. Bro, that was the best testosterone boost ever.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, bro, you need to be self-aware, bro.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
I think even like females are very nice with each other. I realize like a girl will never tell, like a lot of girls say, oh, I'll tell her, but a lot of girls don't tell their friends like, hey, you're eating a bit too much, or like, hey, you're gaining a bit of weight or something, you know. But it's harder for women to lose weight. It's way harder for women, bro. From what I've heard, like I was listening to this podcast, some doctor was talking about how it is harder for women to think, because first they have the menstrual cycles that impacts their hormones, that impacts their motivation, impacts even their physical body, man, how it works. Like it's harder for them to lose weight. For us guys, it's like, all right, jump on a low carb diet and think. And for women,
And it's actually pretty quick progress when you think about it.
Very
Like,
quick.
for guys,
bro,
it's very easy.
I remember last year it took me like 3 months. I went from like 103 all the way down to 86.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, bro, in like no time, and it was just eating healthy and exercising every day.
Don't forget too, you naturally have that physical like body to move, jump,
Yeah,
run,
yeah.
this,
Yeah.
that. Girls a bit.
It's a bit harder. It's a bit harder.
you know what I mean?
Hey,
It's a bit
I'm
hard.
telling you, bro. And like when I was listening to the video, bro, there's stuff like the doctor was explaining. She's like, bro, even the diet can impact the women's menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
And that impacts a lot. That has a massive impact on the body too. So it's way harder for things. We
After
should
baby-
get a woman
after
doctor
baby-
on and speak about
Yeah,
it.
you definitely should, bro. You see women like after they have a kid too, even then they struggle to.
It's
lose
hard,
weight,
yeah,
bro.
man. We should get a
Couple
woman
of
doctor.
pouch.
Talk to her. Make sure she gets the women back in shape. If there's any women watching, we'll get a female doctor or something to talk about
Sean's
it.
also a PT if you didn't know.
Yeah, Sean's a PT.
Sean's also a self-proclaimed PT.
Yeah.
In some areas of his life.
So if you want to book in a session with Shad, he can get you back in shape.
Thanks, Damon Ray.
Hey, what are we saying? What we going next, man? Let's talk. You got the topics, brother.
Yes, topic. Next topic. All right, this one's a bit of a sensitive one. Actually, before we even go to that one, let's talk about the comedy show. Apparently, one of you went to a comedy show and you weren't impressed by the speaking about females. Weren't impressed by the females' performance. of
Oh
the
yeah, I went to a
show.
comedy. I went to a comedy show yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Just say it, mate. Say it for what it is.
Disappointed. Look, there's like, for example, even like my favorite one was like Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah.
There's another comedian,
Monique.
Monique. I like her, but like when I was there, man, it's just like there's a couple female comedians came out. All the jokes were just about their sex life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is there any jokes besides this? Yeah. And then like, for example, I watched like episodes of like Kill Tony or whatever, and even like the female comedians jumped on, and bro, the funniest ones were the ones that weren't talking about like their sex life. They were just talking about regular life, you know? And I was just like, bro, is it hard for females to, and they struggle, bro, to get into the comedy world. It's hard for women, man. They got barriers. But I was thinking, it's just like, bro, like even the guys weren't impressed. Just, it was all sex talk and stuff. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, bro, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Even like when I like stories, like, and then the other comedians that came on, the male ones, not being sexist or anything, but they just started speaking about like, they weren't even speaking about things. They were speaking about his grandpa, speaking about life. And I was like, yo, this is so funny. And some of them, even the guys, I'm like, yo, I can relate to this. You
I
know?
think female comedians, guys, like you said, they struggle more because to be comedic, you got to be talking.
Mate,
you
you're
gotta-
right there. You
Sorry,
had a bit
mate.
of a stroke,
Had a
mate.
couple, 2 peps in there. No, I was gonna say, you gotta you gotta really think. You gotta be funny. You gotta have this sort of charm. Being a comedian is not about the jokes, but how you deliver it, how you talk, and everything. Cause so for I see like what this guy said. I seen other women comedians too, but she just kept talking about her private part, saying yeah, this that. This guy thought this that, and I did this that. And you actually see the audiences. Most times it's just girls who are like cheering them on and stuff. You know. So I feel like
it's you gotta
they
be
have to have
more
exposure
So
in life.
let's
more.
put this out there, right? So what is it that you want to hear the ladies like take the piss
just
about?
no, just general life, man. Workplace,
Yeah.
Like it
Be
doesn't.
funny.
And it doesn't have to actually be sexual. For example, I was just thinking, bro, and I'm not a comedian here. I'm just someone that, as a fan, like someone that was watching the show, I'm not crazy into comedy, but I like just watch it. For example, if I'm watching a show and I'll watch, like, for example, specials. Sometimes I watch Netflix specials of female comedians and stuff, and I'm like, okay, some of the things were a bit too much on the sexual side. Like, bro, just talk about like your workplace and say like how, like, instead of being sexual, maybe like how guys hit you up, hit on you, just creeps or something. You know what I mean? But
Or how like you cook dinner.
yeah, something like that. You know what I mean?
No. For me with comedy, I like people that take the piss. That's counterculture.
Yeah.
So for example, like I like when black people take the piss out of black culture, or if I like
Love it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I like those type of jokes, or like if someone's homosexual, they take the piss out of their homosexuality.
Yeah.
Like I like that that type of humor.
I think I know some funny ass women in real life, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, one thing they all have in common is that they can kick it with guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like a girl can't be really a comedian unless she can be in a room with
Most
No,
comedy
you know what it
fans
is.
are
No.
guys.
It's not about kicking it with guys. It's just you don't deep humor all
Yeah,
around.
you
like you
chill.
actually can take the
you
piss
need,
in
you
any
need to chill
sort
with
of
guys and realize
dynamic.
how cool guys are. Yeah.
Yeah.
But shout out what's called. But like, there are great female comedians. I'm not
Yeah,
taking
for
nothing
sure.
away from them, bro. Like, shout out to them. But let's talk. Hey, boys. Since we're talking about shows and stuff, I was thinking let's plan out a live podcast show we want to do.
Done.
a live TT show.
Because people been saying a couple messages. I was saying, hey, I'm thinking about doing a live show. Do it. Everyone's saying it's long overdue. We've been doing podcasting for 3 years. You know what I mean? And people are asking about it.
Like we need an actual live performance show.
Yeah, and let's start planning it. So we're doing like a show, but like let's plan. And even if we can, we'll film the whole show, or we can just. If you're there, you're there. If you're not there, you missed out.
Yeah, I want security with dwarfism.
Yeah,
I'm
we
being
can
dead
have
serious.
dwarf security guards. 100%.
I'm being dead
Hey,
serious.
have
But no,
dwarfs?
no,
Hey,
I'm
is
being dead
saying the word
serious.
dwarf and dwarfism is that part of the
you
PC
can't-
now? Or is it school now?
You call them dwarfs.
No, you don't call them
midgets.
midgets.
Yeah.
Don't
But,
call them beep.
No,
That's
no,
it.
no
That's
beef,
their
no
hard.
beef.
That's their hard R.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but we'll go. Hey, so we'll go dwarf security guards.
Yeah.
But no, not all of them.
No.
So we're gonna have a bunch of massive islanders. Shout out our islanders.
Yeah.
But
No, for every big islander is a dwarf. For every, you need a ratio, cuz.
yeah, no.
And they both have to wear glasses, blacked out glasses, cuz, and suits.
And hey,
Sunny, sir.
and the dwarfs have to be the supervisors.
Yeah.
And but
they have to make the decision if
Yeah.
someone's in or not.
you know not boss. Come.
Call him,
And
yeah.
you know what we'll do?
He has to be like, hey, let me just check with the supervisor E. Little midget comes. Yeah. Sorry, mate, not tonight.
Yeah. And hey, we'll have you know what we'll do? We'll have like signs in the back just to trip out our guests when they come, saying no guns, no knives. So they're thinking, yo, what the hell is this?
Yeah. Oh, and you have to be this tall to ride the ride.
And, you know
And all that security is shorter than the sign.
Yeah. Bro, you know what we do? And we invite certain guests to come down, and we give them different security service when they come down.
Yeah, and we'll film it
No.
all.
We have like a VIP section, but we give them a dead spot. Like every person that thinks they're getting exclusive access, we're putting him in the most dead spot,
Yeah.
and they're separated from their friends.
Yeah. So hey, and let's talk about the actual show now.
Yeah.
So we got the security in. They've come in the show. They've walked in.
Yeah.
What are they seeing now?
When the first thing they walk in, there'll be a choir, cuz.
Orchestra.
Yeah.
Orchestra.
Trip these guys out.
Orchestrated by Top G.
Oh,
Top
Step G.
Step G.
Step G.
Orchestrated by him at the front.
So hey, we'll do that. So actually, you know what we'll do? We know African timing because a lot of our viewers are African. The show's we'll say the show starts 6 p.m.
Yeah.
But the show's actually gonna start 7:30 p.m. 1 hour and a half
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
Africans
yeah,
to come in. You know how it is.
But the start is just vibes. People can vibe out.
Hey,
That's where we have a room.
That 1 hour where all the Caucasians come in on time and early. What are you gonna do for them?
This is where we get the Caucasian our Caucasian viewers that come to the show. We're gonna have the orchestra there playing live like violins, all of that, and then we'll have people walking around with like waiters,
serving them.
Service.
wearing tuxedos, walking around with like drinks, like sparkling water or whatever, fancy drinks. And so when they come, they can be like, they can enjoy that for an hour and a half. Because you know what? They're going to enjoy that. And then when the Africans come, we'll pull out all the fried chicken and all the Kool-Aid and here you go, you Negroes. Hey, so we'll do that. So the
And
first,
we'll leave a couple bricks lying around.
just in case they want to punch on. But you know, we'll do that. So that the whole front area is going to be just like the start will be an orchestra and thing. So like people walking around, that's where people can break the ice, socialize, whatever, talk and all of that. So that's gonna go for an hour. Break the ice. We'll have some little snacks, you know, just to piss off the black people. We'll bring like blue cheese. Hey, just to piss off the Muslims, we'll bring like ham, pallets, ham and all of that, just to piss them off.
Beer on tap.
Yeah. And then that's when we can bring the people in.
Yeah.
So now that people are in,
Who's headlining the show? We're gonna have guests.
Also, in the space where people are hanging and chatting, Mechanical Bull.
Wait.
Mechanical Bull.
Yeah.
How hectic, yeah?
Yeah.
They're like $700 to hire.
That's mad.
no way.
That's
And if
mad.
they can do it indoors,
Indoors, cuz.
yeah.
Indoors.
Fuck.
That would be
and then,
hectic.
and then the winner, whoever has the record, can what's called? You write your name, you do your time, and we
whoever
give
gets
the
the record
prize.
gets time with Sean after.
Spend time with Sean, but they get an award. Hey, so when they go in, they get an award. So let's just say we'll give him something. We'll give him like a prize or something. All right.
I got an idea.
Go.
We get a pair of gloves. We tell boys and girls, this is a new segment, cars. $50 for 2 rounds in. Whoever wins $50 bet.
What?
Punch-ons, like
Oh,
yeah.
punch
Oh
on.
no, relax, guys.
Or-
They're gonna dress. We're gonna tell them to dress all right.
Pre-show, we can get Melbourne wrestling.
Yeah. Or to do a
They
wrestling
do one
show.
match, just one match.
That'd be crazy.
That would be hard to book, but we'll try to suss them out.
Yeah.
get the
No,
boys
we'll
out.
get the
Because
underground,
we
the
need-
amateurs if they want training.
Yeah, we need an entertainment.
Oh, sumo suits, cars.
Oh, yeah.
No, but bro, it's not like you want to chill, bro. It's not like you don't want to sweat, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then that's the entertainment. So we come into the show.
Yeah.
Do we want to have an MC?
Have to have MC.
Step G.
Step G has to be a
Step G is
Yeah.
the MC.
We need two
But I don't know.
MCs.
Step G's there's a bit of a language barrier.
No. We'll give him a
Accent
script. We'll
barrier.
give him a script.
No, he won't
He's
do
an
the
actor.
script.
He's
Hey,
an actor.
he
He
won't
can
do
act.
the
He can
script.
act.
Nah. Betty.
Betty.
Wait.
Nah.
President.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
can't
know.
compromise young Australian people's
Yeah, you
thing.
can't. Yeah, you don't want to compromise it. So then there's the Lydias, there's the Daniels, but they're gonna be too nice. We'll get someone that's like swearing, roasting the crowd.
Hey, what's homeboy with the
Chung.
Chung smiles too much.
Chung, no, hey, Chung became too nice now, man.
Yeah, he's too nice. I know where to get Chung. I'm gonna add Chung later. Chung's gonna be added later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna save Chung's for later. We gotta do some comedy, so we're gonna save
Okay.
Chung for later. Host, I reckon we'll keep the host on standby. We'll think about it.
TBC.
Yeah.
Pre-show.
Pre-show.
Oh, I got a crazy idea.
Who?
We need to have a little bit of diamond dancing from Damien.
Yeah, Damo. Ooh, hey. Listen, Damo, would you be down pre-show to come out and just do a choreographed dance? You have backup dancers. and
Water
everything.
bending.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
No, like you just doing like a full intense dance, like pre-show.
No. You know what? Why don't we save it just for a random mid-segment? when we're
Okay,
doing the
yeah,
live
we can do
podcast?
that. We can do that.
Like we just say a cue. There's a cue. There's a word, and then all these dancers come out.
No, I got
And then I'll pop out. You know that video?
Hey, we have the podcast. We do a live podcast thing, and then out of nowhere, just flip the table and start dancing.
Dancing.
Yeah.
So we'll do a mid-show. We'll do a thing, dancing. Seating arrangements or guests for people.
Should we do segregation?
I want because I'm low-key thinking about it because I'm sick of this mixing rubbish here.
Yeah.
We should do segregation. Or
So guys and girls,
guys and girls.
or
And then we
whites
have
and blacks.
whites and blacks. What about Asians? Others. We'll put them there. But hey, so seating arrangements, we'll go. I reckon this is what we do. We'll do mixed whatever, but we'll have like an area for like females only, ladies area, so the girls get comfy. Because some of girls are going to be coming alone, let them sit on the thing, and we'll just chuck them in the back corner.
Mate,
With no viewers. No, we'll give them like,
Sean,
I reckon,
say what
hey,
you're gonna say. What are you
on the
gonna
real,
say?
hey, go.
mate, who wants to come to that?
If I can't sit next to a lady, I'm not going. No, we'll do, hey, we'll have a spot for women only. Like a little area, cause you know what I mean. Some of the Muslim ladies, want to sit down, or
fair.
the modest women.
yeah.
So we have a ladies area,
Hijabi lounge.
hijabi lounge. Yeah, we'll have something there so they can sit comfortably.
Hijab lounge.
Yeah, and then
Left, right.
you know what I'm thinking of doing. I already just got a name for the show. Unfiltered, unapologetic.
Oh, yeah.
That's the name of it.
W.
So we go hard. Like the episode, like bro, we're going hard.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think just to set the standard right, to let the guests know that like, yo, if you're here on some cancel culture, oh my God, I want to see like.
The door is that way, buddy.
This is what I'm gonna do. But
yeah.
we'll get a paid actor, and I'll get some old lady. And we'll tell the crowd, listen, yo, welcome to the show, whatever. But hey, we're gonna let you guys know straight up. This is an unfiltered show. We're not tolerating nothing. We're not tolerating no like cancel culture. Don't get up and pissed off about your emotions. We don't care. Blah blah blah.
We have like, you know, it'd be crazy. We have some random segments. So like a lady, like an old lady will come up. She'll just walk up on the stage. She'll walk across, and then you know those fake glass bottles, and one of us just comes up.
Just
We randomly just bottle her. She goes on the floor. It's acting, so that you know.
yeah.
It's not actually
No.
We get a real bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what we'll do? We'll get we'll get an old lady to sit in the front row, bit this that, and then she'll say no. We'll get her to like she'll be a paid actor obviously, and I'll be like, shut up, you old hag, sit down or get out. And then she goes, no, don't disrespect me, just trip the crowd out. So they already think, whoa, what's going on?
And then we go. All right, bring him in, boys, and all the midgets come out.
Yeah,
I mean, dwarf
security guards.
Dwarf security come out.
So we get the door security guard and a big islander to escort her out.
Yeah.
Get out and just have her like complain. No,
And she's fighting back. She's
Yeah,
fighting
she's
back.
like-
And then when they pick her up and they hold her in a position and it comes into a dance. And they turn into the dance.
Hey, get information, huh?
Yeah.
we tell her, get out, and she's getting escorted out.
Yeah.
And as she gets escorted out, everyone's just tripping out, like, bro, what the hell? Like, I didn't know Rayvo and Damo were like this. You know, they're just tripping out, like they're in shock. And then she's just escorted out, and then we look at the crowd. You just do anything, and you're out of here. And then they already know. Okay, yo, that's it. Like that's already scaring them.
I like that.
And then we should do, I reckon, like a live performance. Obviously, podcast. We'll do some interactive stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about topics. Maybe we even get the other podcast guests on. Like maybe we'll get the boys from TDE and Modwa and stuff. And then we'll get Bittersweet. Like just to talk for like 5 minutes. Have a little chat, whatever. Do some interactive stuff on the stage. And then Damo does his dance off. The dance choreography. And then you know what we should do? We should do like
Food
a...
fight.
What?
Nah, that's too much.
That's too much, bro.
I went back to high school. My bad. I went back
Come
to high
on,
school.
bro.
I thought we were grown now. Yeah?
We're grown men here. Right? All right, look, even though we're disrespecting old women, it's a respectful show. We're adults. We'll have like
Even the disrespect is respectful.
yeah, it has to be respectful. And then we'll have, you know what we'll do? We'll bring comedians on. So like that's where Chung comes in. We'll let other comedians come on, and then we'll just roast them.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
So we tell them, hey, that was a dead joke. You flopped it or you killed it. Hey, bro, that was great.
Hey, we can even showcase talent. Like we can have like people come and like.
You know what I was thinking? Like we do like. Someone said a joke, and we do like Jerry Springer style, where like someone's walking around with a roaming microphone, and people in the crowd can respond to it.
Yeah, so
But
we'll have
it has
mics.
to be only roasting.
Yeah.
We'll have people on the thing, like jumping on, like on with mics in the crowd. So we'll have people walking around with like, we'll have like ushers and stuff walking around the crowd with mics, and like they can say stuff, and then we'll get them to roast us, and then we'll roast them back.
I got a mad idea.
What?
Skits.
Like what?
We'll get guys who know can do skits and let them showcase their skits
Or
on the
like
show.
pre-made videos. And we just go,
Nah,
hey,
like
look at
actual
the
live
screen.
skit, like a live skit, like a
Yeah.
live performance, like a live.
We'll do that, yeah.
Comedy performance.
Interactive stuff. What else should we do, bro?
Have Weibo give us uniforms?
Yeah, Weber can knit up Weber can make an outfit,
Yeah.
and then we'll do. Yeah, we'll have a little
He'll
store.
be knitting it up.
Yeah. No one's gonna buy it.
Trade.
$150? No way.
What do you mean 150? Isn't it like $300 now?
Yeah. So we'll do that, and then we'll have like guys. But the thing is, this is already messed up. So we need to do something like to balance it, guys. Because life's all about balance, Sean. Remember what you said?
100%.
So we'll maybe donate the money. Like for example, we'll make people pay $20 a ticket, and we'll donate the money somewhere.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Something like, you know what I mean? Like we'll donate it somewhere. Like, hey, yo, we're gonna donate our money. This that.
Yeah, we're gonna donate to Talk Trophy's budget.
We are broke, but there's people starving in the Middle East and Africa. So
Or we put the money towards something, and our next episode is us acting out what we use the money for.
like what? Feeding homeless people?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
but
we should do pranks on homeless people.
No.
Nah, relax,
No.
chill,
Like
chill.
we
Yeah.
feed them.
Bit too much.
No, we do feed them, but we make them go one-on-one.
Yes.
How bad do you want this slice? How bad do you want it? Get him!
Yeah.
And we all have we all have our own homeless person that we go shop.
Yeah, you catch up the homeless.
And we take him out for the day. We deck him out. This is that. We get him the right training. So we get him training coaches.
Or should, hey, yeah,
And we play. Dun, dun, dun.
or should we do? Hey, changing. So what we do with the proceeds? Changing a homeless man's life. So we get him clothes, food, get him a haircut.
I rate that.
Get him food, fix him up with a bit of drugs, give him a place to stay for the night, like proper. That'd be a good idea, I reckon. Just to balance it out, or we can just donate it to like a something that will,
makes sense.
someone that's hungry or something.
Makes more
So
sense.
that will balance it out. And bro, but hey, we gotta be strict, Kaz. We gotta be strict on entry because there's a lot of people gonna be like, hey, bro, come on. Like they're gonna be buzzing our line on the day saying, hey, bro, I wanna jump on your show. I wanna jump to the show. I wanna come. Bro, do you have a ticket? Nah. Bro, if my mum rocks up on the day asking for a ticket, I'm kicking her out. Leave!
Where's your ticket?
And I'll get the midget security guard to escort her out. Get out of here!
That's it. You're going back home.
So I reckon we should strictness. So, bro, you don't get a ticket, you don't come.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Yeah.
No entry, nothing.
We're gonna be strict on it.
Yeah, bro. Hey, you know what? Hey.
No handouts.
Yeah, no handouts. Because if you're not supporting us, don't give us that fake love, guys. And then, but should we do it recorded or should we do it just like if you're there, you're there?
Nah, recorded.
We have it recorded, but we don't post it.
Nah, we get.
No, we have it recorded for ourselves, and we can do little snippets. We can add in like, hey, this is what.
No, we'll have someone film
whatever.
during the whole thing.
Or we can, we can do a whole episode. Like we can do like a whole full episode, like, and that's the live show.
Drink Champs. I don't know if you've watched Drink Champs. Drink
Yeah,
Champs,
yeah, I
the
know
guy
you're
who
talking
talks,
about,
the hip hop guys, whatever. He did his live podcast with Mike Tyson in a whole sold out venue. Sold. They just did their podcast just live. That's it.
Bro, but you know what's the sitch, bro? We can't even get the cameras working in a normal show, bro. We're recording here, brother. We can't imagine getting a live show. So we'll try to see if we can get the budget. Yeah,
we got to bring the heavy hitters for that one because production team and everything.
Yeah, we'd have to do that.
Nash.
Yeah,
He's been trained.
So we'll apply for a couple grants, whatever, and just tell them we're gonna do some air raid community work, and then we'll get. Oh, you know what we do? And then we invite like the mayor of the council that gave us the grant, and then the first thing I do is come out and say. So good. Yeah.
Oh my days.
This is what the multicultural room grant went to.
Yeah, this is what the multicultural grant went to. So we'll do something like
And
that.
then we get like a refugee on the stage. We spit on him.
Yeah, boys, GG. It'll be a good show, bro. The thing is, we want to make it like interactive fun.
Yeah.
But like
A
bro,
vibe.
Like I want it to be like an experience that because when you're like, hey, I went to the talking
And
trophy
it
show.
only can be like ghetto BYO. Like I want to see like a Coles bottle. Like it's been like just filled
Cheap
up.
grog.
Cheap drunk. Now, if you're bringing alcohol, if you're bringing alcohol and you're gonna drink it there, we'll have someone that has, because obviously we'll have someone slashing you there, just giving you a couple slashes. Yep, all right, you done your slashes, get leave. Nah, but black people are the worst when they're drunk, bro.
Yeah.
Black people are the worst. So no drugs, nothing.
Well, hey, so what? Hey, bar on tap.
Yeah, we'll have. You know what we'll do? We'll bring like sparkling water and stuff.
Yeah, fair enough.
We'll get that, and then before you know,
BYO.
someone's coming with a flask.
I rate that.
That'd be a tough show, bro. Hey, you know what?
No.
Anyways, hey, yo.
Capture those moments for things.
Hey, yeah. So, hey, live show will be coming soon. We've got to start planning, boys, and none of this procrastination stuff. And I can't do 90% of the work.
That is very true.
You guys gotta.
It's gone down a bit. Has it gone down a bit or not? It's gone up.
I still edit the videos and I still post the
got 1
TikToks
minute.
and I still make the audio week. So I'm doing everything here, brother. But for the live show, it's got to be a team effort. Hey, we'll let you guys know. So if you ever just see a random post saying live show, just be aware. Come back to this episode and see what's gonna happen there.
100.
Hey, yo, if you thanks for the love. Listen, make a fake account, comment, show some love. You guys have been real ones.
It's been good.
Hit the subscribe button for the algorithm. Hit the subscribe and like just for the algorithm. Just like the video. Don't even subscribe if you want.
Yeah.
Just like the video, but subscribe if you're a real one.
And share it around. Just share
it'll
it.
it'll help the algorithm.
Yeah.
And if you're listening on the audio podcast, just leave a review. Don't be a dog.
Please. be a rat.
Besides that, enjoy your night, enjoy your day, wherever you're listening from. Stay humble. Faith.
Niggas acting like teachers, you say we won't make it, we made it. Listen, dominate water like water where the beach is. Me and her far apart, eyes on Moesha. Hands up for the real, thumbs down for the fag. I had to go get it, no I couldn't wait.